Well, I got my Tim Hortons, I got my Ushanka. Let's get a Canadian gun review. So probably about a year ago now, I picked up a Ruger 1022. I had a lot of issues with it in terms of accuracy and everything like that. The overall gun was great, but the accuracy just didn't hold up. I was trying to use it for squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, that kind of stuff, so I needed it to be very accurate. After that, what I did is I actually sold it and I picked up a Savage Mark II left-handed bolt. The accuracy was far superior on that, but it's a very entry-level gun. It wasn't putting up the best groups, and again, I was trying to use it for hunting purposes, so I need something a little bit better. What I actually did is I picked up a CZ 457 Canadian. So this is going to be a bolt action by CZ, of course. The Canadian version basically has a 20-inch barrel instead of the usual 24. You have black stippling on a kind of red cherry wood mahogany looking stock, as well as right back here, the stippling is actually cut out in such a way that it is a maple leaf. It looks absolutely beautiful on this gun. Super smooth gun as well. Just kind of a mag that doesn't extend out like it did on the Savage. I got a 3 to 12 times Cabela's scope on the top, so we'll be seeing how that holds up. The Cabela's scopes are not the best, to be honest. We're going to be setting up some shoot and see targets, putting anything through this from low end to high end ammo. We'll start with the high end stuff for obvious reasons, and we'll kind of go from there, see what it can do. I'm super excited. So the first thing I'm going to be shooting is some Cci Mini Mags, and they are the Meat Eater edition, the big 500 box you can get. So got our target set up down there. We had to move a little bit closer. The scope isn't exactly holding up that well. We can't get it zeroed, so I actually have to compensate vertically to basically get on target, and it's off a little bit to the right, so the groups are going to be off a bit to the right, and I'm going to have to compensate for it, but I'll try and get as good a groupings as I can. Cci Mini Mags Meat Eater Edition 5-shot group. Let's see how they do. All right, so as you can see, one of the issues, this is a right-handed bolt. I shoot left, so I've done it before. I can make do with it. I'm going to be shooting at the target, like I said, 5-shot group. It's probably about 30-35 yards away, so here we go, and we'll see what kind of group I can put up. Let's go check out the group. All right, so as you can see, this is actually a very good group. We got the one that's a little off here. That one's on me, don't mind that. This is the other 4 shots right here, though. So that's well under an inch from the looks of it, at least. It's barely wider than my thumb, which is a very good grouping, I would say. With the ammo we were using and everything like that, definitely huntable. Like I said, the groups are going to be off a little bit to the right. That's on the scope right now. Can't get it completely zeroed. So we're going to throw some different ammunition in, see what kind of groups we can get. Next up, we got some Aguila, apparently competition grade 22. So we'll be testing that out, see how it goes. 5-shot group. I'll be shooting at the left target here first. Next up, we got some Winchester Wildcat 22, of course. 5-shot group, same distance, everything like that. I'll be shooting at the right target this time. Let's see how she performs. Alright, so as you can see, first shots here on the left, these are going to be the Aguila competitions. We got 4 shots right here, easily covered by my thumb, and then 1 air quotations flyer up here. So the 4 shots here, that is an exceptional group. When we come over here to the right, we are going to have the Winchester Wildcat group, which is actually fairly decent. It's around an inch. The most of them are going to be here, so the 3 right here, and then just the 2 kind of out here. So again, very decent group, actually, very huntable. So we're going to get these targets switched, and we're going to be doing a little more shooting. And we're going to be shooting here some Cci Mini Mag Meat Eater Edition. This is just a regular 22 LR copper plated hollow point. Let's see how these perform. Next up, we got the green and yellow box Remington Ely's. I've heard a lot of good things about these ones. 5-shot group as usual. I'll be shooting the right target this time. Let's see how they do. And there's the group. Let's go check them out. All right, so first group here on the left. These are going to be the Cci Mini Mag Meat Eater Edition. A fairly decent group. We had one kind of flyer down here. The other 4 here cover it with a thumb, pretty much a very huntable group. Come over here, however, these are going to be the Remington Ely's, the target loads. Look at this. That's 5 shots right there. Very easily coverable, the whole thing with a thumb. Well under 1 inch. We even got a bullseye, 3 shots right there, and then 1 right there. I might have to pick up more of these. Next up, we got some Browning round nose. They seem to be more some target loads. We'll be shooting the left target, 5-shot group, and we'll see how she performs. There's the 5 shots. On to the next ammo. Next up, we're going to have some Federal American Eagle 22s. I'm going to be doing a 5-shot group with these guys as well. I'm going to be shooting the right-hand target this time, so we'll see how it performs. There's our 5 shots. Let's go check out the group. As you can see here, the Browning target loads didn't do as well as some of the other options we've had. This is still a pretty good 4-shot group right here though, and then we got 1 flyer down here. So that's decent. When we come over here, we can see the Federal American Eagles actually did quite well, all things considered. 5-shot group right in that little section there. That is also very huntable, and ammunition I'll definitely be considering. It's affordable and it shoots well apparently, so. Next up, I got some of the Remington Golden Bullets. Going to be doing a 5-shot group with those. This is going to be our second last group. After this, we're just doing some of the, whatever's next, I forgot. But we'll do the 5 shots. Let's see how they perform. Shooting the left target first. Next up, I got some CCI segmented hollow points. I'm going to be shooting the right target, 5-shot group. Let's see how they go. Nice. All right, so first up here, these are the Remington Golden Bullets. It only looks like 4 actually hit the target, because this here, it could be a 3 in 1 hole, but it doesn't really look like it. So it looks like we just had the 4 hit. Decent group, but that 5th one is what really concerns me. Over on the right, we're going to have the CCI segmented hollow points. I've noticed this a lot before. They hit in good groups, but it's a lot higher than where I'm actually aiming. Alright, so these are my closing thoughts on the gun, the loadout I have, everything like that. First off, don't get this scope. I'm going to have to change out the scope. I'm probably going to put a Vortex on top of it. Other than that, I absolutely love the magazine. The gun is actually super easy to cycle. You'll see in some of the background footage that you can literally do it with a finger and your thumb. That's all you need. It's super nice, and the gun just looks beautiful. I noticed there's already a little bit of a mark right there, so that's a little bit disappointing. That's one of the downsides, I guess, to having a gun this nice. I'm going to be throwing a sling on it as well, probably black leather. It'll look great. If you're kind of on the fence about buying a gun like this, I would say the groups speak for themselves. Definitely purchase it. It's worth the money. I had my eye on the CZ 457 American for a long time, but now that the Canadian version came out, it was an easy buy for me. Definitely recommend it to anyone else who might be kind of on the fence about it. You can't go wrong with it.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Boom!
Kind of like like that, you know, like.
Mhm. So now that the video is over, I just want to say now that we're into the start of 2021 here, and especially with everything going on in the world, just make sure you guys stay safe-ish, you know, try and take it a little bit careful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the video, leave a thumbs up if you want to, it definitely helps out. I also stream on Twitch, I have Instagram, everything like that. You'll see the little pop-ups throughout the video. Just go ahead and follow me there if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good one.